Welcome back, DC Fawcett here, and I'm standing here down on my dock, my boat dock in this beautiful river on the Gulf of Mexico in Tampa, Florida, beautiful sunny Florida. And today I'm going to show you how to pick the best neighborhoods for real estate investing using a little trick I call the zip code hack. This trick works in all markets, all over the United States. And I use a paid database to do this, and I'm going to show you how to get access to this paid database 100% for free to find the best neighborhoods in any market of the United States. It's an incredibly powerful tool to use. Once you identify the best neighborhoods for investing with a specific buyer in this zip code, you can fast track your income and wealth building by having inventory ready for your buyers to ramp up the number of deals you do every month. This is what I call reverse flipping. Or maybe you want to increase your monthly passive cash flow by holding on to some of these houses. I can show you a specific way to hold houses and never have to deal with tenants or fixing their broken toilets. This particular virtual strategy is a massive wealth builder. Or maybe you're already doing some wholesaling. Well, would you like me to show you how that you can make 200 to 300% more profit on every one of your wholesale deals, especially in hot markets? Okay, it's getting a little hot out here right now, so I'm going to head up to my secret headquarters and I'm going to share with you how to find the best neighborhoods for investing in any market. I'll see you there. All right, you made it. Welcome to my secret headquarters. And now that we are inside of my secret headquarters, I can now share with you the zip code hack. And I'm also going to show you how to increase your profits 200 to 300% by targeting a specific type of buyer for your real estate transactions. All right, so let's get right into it. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to this website called ListSource. You might have heard of ListSource before. If not, it is a website that sells data from public records and compiles it in a way that's very easy to use. You can buy leads of mailing lists and all sorts of things like that. If you've got an account, go ahead and log in. If you do not have an account, then just click this register here button and you can fill this out in about 30 seconds and you can create a free account and get up and running. Okay, so for now, I'm going to log into my account. I use this cool tool called RoboForm that stores all of my passwords. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to remember all these freaking passwords for all these websites and things like that. Okay, so this is what we've got. So after you log in, you're going to go to the dashboard. You're going to go to where it says create your own. So you're at the dashboard. There's this button right down here that says create your own. Okay, so you're going to go to create your own. And under the geography tab, we're going to select the county that we want to work in. So whether the first time you do this, you might want to do this for your own backyard so you can get some insight of where the best neighborhoods are in your backyard, in the county that you live in or the county that you work in, next to you or whatever. And then the beauty of this is we can use this nationwide. So this data works nationwide. So you can use this to find new neighborhoods all over the country in virtual markets. And that's great because if you're in a hot market, then you know how difficult it is to find deals right now. So if you're in a hot market, this is great for you to go to a secondary market, maybe the county next door or two counties next door, or in a whole different state, because it's easier to find deals in smaller markets right now. And so these are the virtual markets that we're working in. We're working in smaller markets because it's easier to find deals, not as competitive as these big markets. The big primary markets are very, very competitive right now. So go to your secondary markets, go to your tertiary markets, and you'll have much better luck getting deals under contract, being able to flip them, being able to buy them, being able to hold them as rentals or get them under contract and sell them with owner finance, or I'm going to sell them with a lease option. There's all different ways to make money with virtual real estate investing. We'll get into that, but for now, let's get back to the zip code hack and share with you how you can find the best neighborhoods in your market and find the best neighborhoods in secondary virtual markets all over the country. It's literally a gold mine. Once you figure out how to do this, it is unbelievable. Okay, so under geography, we're going to go to the drop down and we're going to select our county. All right, so go to geography, select county, and after the county comes up, it's going to help you to drill down by selecting the state first. I'm just going to go to Florida, and I'm just going to use an example of Hillsborough County. So I'm going to go to Florida, and then I'm going to go to Hillsborough County. Hillsborough County is where Tampa's at, and so that's what we got for geography. The next thing that you want to do, we're going to skip over the mortgage tab. We don't need that. Then we're going to go to property, and we want to be looking at single-family properties right now. You can also use this for multifamilies, duplexes, triplexes, quads. Are excellent opportunities to buy cash flow in virtual markets, cash flow properties. It's called virtual cash flow investing. That's a great opportunity as well. But for now, let's keep it simple. Let's stick with the single family houses because we can get into those for no money and flip them and make $10, $20, $30, $40,000 in a couple days. Okay, so we're going to look at property type. So let's select property type, and then you're going to scroll down to where it says residential SFR, single family residence, and then you're going to click add. All right, so as you add everything, you're going to see all of these counts populating over here on the left, and that's perfect. So if you wanted to do this for multifamily, you could do it selecting this preset right here for single family residence 1 to 4 units. You could do that. You'd do a separate search for that. Remove the SFR and do 1 to 4 units to find duplexes, quads, triplexes, excellent virtual cash flow investing opportunities. The next thing we want to do is we're going to stay under the property tab. We're going to go back to our drop down, and we're going to select total assessed value. Okay. Total assessed value. Now, the reason why we're going to drill down into total assessed value is because we want to look at a property type that investors can buy. And the particular type of investors that we are targeting are landlord investors. And I'm going to show you that when we get to the options tab. I'm going to show you how to specifically target the landlord investors, because that is the secret right there. The secret to increasing your profits 2x, 3x, by 200 to 300% more profit per deal is by targeting landlord investors. Okay, so instead of making $5,000 on a flip, selling it to a rehabber that's going to keep beating you down on price, you're going to target landlord investors because they're not going to beat you down on price, and they are willing to pay more money because they don't need to do a full rehab on the property. All they need to do is put some lipstick on it and put a tenant in it, and they add it to their rental portfolio. So instead of having to sell a property at 50 or 60 cents on the dollar to a rehabber, you can sell it at 80 or 90 cents on the dollar to a landlord investor that just wants to add properties to their portfolio. So that's how you increase your profits 200 to 300% on every single property. I mean, isn't it better to make $15,000 instead of $5,000 selling it to a rehabber? And wouldn't it be better to make $30,000 selling it to a landlord investor than $10,000 selling it to a rehabber that's going to keep beating you down on price? Yes, absolutely. This is what we're doing in these secondary virtual markets all over the place, and it's working like gangbusters. So get in on this. I'm going to finish showing you how to do this. So what you want to do is you want to select the rental size properties in that county. Okay, so this is gonna vary a little bit, but you can be safe by selecting 1 to 200,000. You want to select all these at the same time. You select the first one, and then you scroll down a little bit with your mouse. You hit the shift button, and then you hit the mouse button, and it selects them all, and then you can add. So you can do that, or you can add them one by one by that, and you can just add it. Either way is fine. Okay, so that's total assessed value. We're gonna do up to $300,000 price point. because some landlords like to buy higher end properties. They like to buy higher end rental properties. They don't make as much cash flow, but they get more appreciation. And sometimes we're able to make a good deal on one of these higher end properties and sell it to a rehabber. All depends on the situation. So I'm not saying not sell to rehabbers, but I'm just saying focus on landlords. You can also sell to rehabbers as well, but you're going to make more money, 200 to 300% more money selling it to landlord investors. Trust me, I know. Okay, so total assessed value, and then the next thing that we're going to do on a property is last market sale date. Okay, last market sale date is right here, and then what we want to do is we want to look at the last 6 months. So there's already a preset for us there. We're just going to check that box that says last 6 months. It's going to change the date range to the last 6 months, and we're just going to hit add, and it adds the last 6 months right there, and there you go. So that's pretty much everything that we need to select. So we've selected our geography, we've selected our property. We're going to skip the mortgage. We don't need to do anything in mortgage. We're going to skip the demographics. We don't need anything in there. And we also don't need any foreclosure data for this search. Okay, so that's it. Then we're going to go to options. All right, so this is where I told you how we're going to choose to look for the landlord investors. Okay, so owner-occupied status. This is the magic right here. This is how you drill down and find those neighborhoods where the landlord investors are buying right now in the market that you're looking at. So we do not want owner-occupied, okay? We're not going to select owner-occupied. We want to select absentee-owned. We want to select absentee-owned, and there's two checkboxes underneath absentee-owned. There's include properties with in-state owners and include properties with out-of-state owners. We want both, okay? A lot of your landlord investors are going to be out-of-state buyers, and also in-state buyers as well. They both are adding to their rental portfolio as fast as they possibly can right now. And the banks, local banks, are giving mortgages for these rental properties like no tomorrow. So this is very easy to do. Anybody can do this. And I'm showing you right here where they're buying. Okay? I'm going to show you where they are buying so that you can go look for properties in those neighborhoods and you can practice reverse flipping. Okay? So once you know where they're buying, then you can match up the property that they're looking for, and you are the perfect solution for them because they can't find it. They can't find these properties, and when you find it and bring it to them, you can make yourself 230% more profit than selling to rehabbers. Okay, so the next one is trustee-owned properties, no preference. Corporate-owned properties, we're going to select no preference because we do want corporate-owned properties. Corporate-owned properties are great because these landlords are buying in corporations, are buying in LLCs, are buying in trusts. And we want that. We want to target them, okay? Okay, so now we are done with all of our selections. And we're going to go to purchase list. Now, don't worry. We're not buying anything. It doesn't cost you anything. Don't worry. We're just going to go here to purchase list. And I'm going to show you how you can get this data. I'm going to show you how you can get this data for free, okay? So the first thing that you want to do when you get to this screen is select purchase partial list. Okay, select purchase partial list. Then you're going to go down to where it says custom selection, check that box. Then you're going to go down to zip code. So select zip code. All right, so now it's showing you the zip codes, okay? It's showing you the zip codes and how many is in each zip code, okay? We want this in a much easier way to manage this information, this data. So we're going to go to export. Okay, and then when you go to export, all you have to do is put in your from address. So just type in your email address here, and then type in your email address here, and hit submit. Okay, and then it will email you the spreadsheet of all of these counts. It'll email you the spreadsheet of all these counts. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then I'll pull up the spreadsheet, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I submitted the form with my email address, and then, voila, list source sent me the list of all the zip codes and all of the data. So all I'm going to do is go to download that. Then I'm going to open that. And there we go. See that? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort these records right here. So if I select this row, I go down to this row right here. I select all of those rows, okay? And then I'm going to go to Data, Sort. We're going to select column B, because that's where our counts are, remember? Our counts are in column B right here. Largest to smallest, okay? And there we go. So it's showing us, this is showing us right here where the most transactions are, okay? So these two zip codes right here are red hot, okay? These two zip codes right here are red hot because there's the most landlord investors buying properties in these zip codes, okay? However, you need to know a little bit about these zip codes because they are the highest zip codes that have the most transactions. It means that they probably have the highest cash flow, okay? But they may not be the best neighborhoods in town. In fact, they may be the worst neighborhoods in this county, okay? And some landlords like that. Some landlords like that because the prices are dirt cheap in those neighborhoods. So when you're talking to your prospective landlord buyers, you need to ask them, do you buy in this zip code, 33604? Do you buy in this zip code, 33610? Now, these zip codes are obviously going to be different for the county that you're looking up, but I'm showing you by example, okay? So these zip codes right here are literally, these ones right here are literally the sweet spot. This is literally the sweet spot, okay? Because these zip codes right here are zip codes that are better neighborhoods, safer neighborhoods, you know, less crime and all that, but also it's also where most of the activity is. And so, you know, and same with these here, you know, because there's still significant number of transactions in all of these zip codes. Still significant number of transactions in all of those zip codes there. So you know, it's not that far off. So these are all good zip codes as well. Now when you get down to here, these are going to be less transactions and these are going to be higher end. These are going to be higher end homes because there's less transactions. So you want to pretty much stay away from all these zip codes here. And you want to focus on primarily these two for your buyers that are very interested in getting the maximum cash flow, the maximum return on the property. And if they don't care what type of neighborhood it is, that's great. If they do want to stay out of the war zones, then they're probably going to focus on these zip codes right here, the next set of them, okay? So this has been the zip code hack, and this is how you increase your profits per flip by 200 to 300% by targeting these specific buyers. The specific buyers that we're targeting are landlord buyers that want to increase their rental portfolio and buy and hold properties. Okay, so by flipping properties to these landlord buyers, you're able to increase your profits 200 to 300% on each flip that you do because they're willing to pay more. The reason why is because they don't need to do a full rehab on the property. All they need to do is put some lipstick on it and put a tenant in it, or put a lease option buyer in it, or sell it for owner financing, which are excellent strategies to get into. Lease options and owner financing. If you haven't learned how to do those yet, you need to learn how to do those. Lease options and owner financing, as well as virtual wholesaling, virtual rehabbing, and virtual cash flow investing. All right, so I'm going to go back outside, get some sun, and I'll meet you out there. All right, now that you've seen how I find the best zip codes in any area, I want you to go do this for yourself so you'll know how to do it and you'll know the zip codes to focus on for finding your own deals. And I know that you may not remember everything I just showed you in that tutorial, so I've taken the liberty to create a cheat sheet for you, and you can download that cheat sheet below this video. Now, if you live in an area where the real estate market is super hot or super competitive, this tool is going to be extremely helpful for you to find new virtual markets to work in. And once you get the hang of this whole virtual investing strategy and the income from the deals start flowing in like water, you're going to be a very happy camper. Now, whatever your financial goals are, this strategy will literally set you free. It works great for part-timers looking to generate some extra cash in your free time, as well as full-time investors that want to really crush it. And now others are using this to grow their retirement account and set up passive income streams so your income continues after you retire. And with 90% of Americans retiring at or below poverty income levels, adding passive income from real estate investing is an excellent strategy. Remember, you're just one deal away from financial freedom. One deal is all it takes to start your business. One deal is all it takes to get the confidence to do more deals. And do you want to know the key to success in this business? You have to make that one deal happen. You have to make that first deal happen, no matter what it takes. Don't give up till you get that first deal done, because after you complete that one deal, it will turn into 10 deals, which will turn into 100 deals, which will turn into 1,000 deals. And once you have the knowledge of how to do my virtual real estate investing strategies, nobody can ever take that away from you. You'll be investing like a boss, not a 9-to-5er. Financial freedom is not working a 9-to-5 job making $70,000 a year. $70,000 a year barely pays the bills nowadays. You definitely won't be able to save money or make investments for your retirement as a daily wage earner. It just doesn't happen. You need to start making bigger checks and more passive income to start growing your retirement account. Otherwise, you'll still be working when you're 90 years old. And we both know we don't want that to happen. Virtual real estate investing is the most predictable and reliable method that I've found to create income and build wealth. Virtual real estate investing is very flexible. It's not a one-size-fits-all approach to real estate investing. I don't believe in that because everyone's situation is different. If you want to make the maximum profit, you'd be looking at doing this full time. Now, if you don't have much time to put into this when you're first getting started, that's perfectly fine. You can do it part-time or in your free time. If you want to be a completely passive investor, you can do that through private money lending, where you can lend your money to other investors that do the active work, and you get a fixed rate of return on your investment capital for the use of your money. I work with private investors all the time. They lend me their money, they let the money work for them, and we do all the active work on the deals for them. It's a win-win for both of us. It all depends on what your goals are and what your situation is. Now, I'll be going into more detail on how my virtual real estate investing business runs on my upcoming web class. Now, there's a button below this video or to the side of this video where you can register for the web class. Get registered now, then download the cheat sheet below and start using the zip code hack. Listen, I can give you all the training and all the tools you need to be successful, but I can't force you to take what I share with you and put it to use. Only you can do that. And let me tell you, it is definitely worth it. I want to thank you for watching these videos. I hope you've enjoyed them as much as I've enjoyed making them. And if you have enjoyed these last two videos, I invite you to share these videos with your friends. Share them on Facebook to your friends and family. It costs you nothing to share them, and I would really appreciate it. So make sure you post your comments below. Let me know what your biggest takeaways are from this training and what questions you have that you'd like me to answer on the next training. And keep an eye out on your email. I'm going to be sending you the next video tomorrow, and click the like button below if you like this training. Share it if you loved it. Now that's it for now. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm DC Fawcett, the boss of virtualrealestateInvesting.club. Now go invest like a boss. Like, share, comment below.